Hey guys, I just want to take a few minutes and share a little routine you can do as you're prepping for a day that has a lot of pressing. This routine is going to use a bunch of different push-up variations, and it'll really prep us at different angles to kind of warm us up in case we get off into a weird shape. Let's review the push-up real fast. So we're going to brace normally, drawing your lower abs in, Kegel squeezing your butt cheeks together, rotating your feet, ribcage down, stand tall. We're going to get those shoulders back in their sockets, and we're going to create rotation into the ground. So let's go ahead, and we're just going to do 3 reps of each of these push-up variations as we go. So let's just start with 3 reps of a regular push-up. If you don't quite have the strength for a regular push-up, what we like to do in here is we do knee push-ups. If this is my regular push-up position, if I'm going to do a knee push-up, I just put my knees down, but I don't start bending at the hip. So with my knees down, my butt cheeks are flexed, drawing in, ribcage down, yada, yada, yada. The other thing we like to do in here is we hang strength bands from the top of the rib. We wear them around our weight, and then we can just get a little bit extra assistance as we're doing our push-ups. So as we go through this, feel free to do them on your knees or do them with strength bands or try and do them without. So first variation we're going to do is just the regular push-up. So let's get set. Keep those elbows nice and tucked. We're just going to do 3 push-ups. All right, we'll shake it out a little bit. From there, we're just going to go a little bit wider. So no matter where we change our hand positions, the goal today is keeping our back moving as one piece, so no spine movement, and keeping that shoulder back, creating that rotation into the ground. So no matter what variations we do here, we just want to keep all of those things in play. So now we're going to go a little bit wider, but nothing about the core changes. All right, so we'll shake it out a little bit. Now we're going to go narrow. All right, now we're going to get way, way ridiculously wide. Good. Now we're going to play around with, instead of having my hands forward, we're going to turn our hands around. So what this is going to do, it's actually going to block. In a regular push-up, I can get away with my arm going backwards, even though we want to stay completely on top and have that elbow stay on top of the wrist. A lot of people's push-ups, that elbow gets back. So what doing a push-up with our hands turned around is going to show us is, are we truly moving our bodies forward a little bit, keeping that elbow stacked on top of the wrist. So let's turn those hands around, nice and tight. And do 3 there. It also will show you, do you have the proper wrist flexibility to be able to pull this off? A lot of people will blame their wrist flexibility in the beginning, but it may just be, are you able to send your body weight forward? So watching a regular push-up, I don't just go straight down because my elbows would bend. I'm going to send everything forward as I go down. That way my elbow can stay right on top of that wrist and press back up. All right, so now we're going to get into moving our hands up forward a little bit. So now we're getting into leverages that are not optimal, but we can use these just to kind of warm us up. So I'm going to go hands way forward, and I'm actually going to try and drop my elbows down to the ground. So shoulders back, everything stays the same. I'm going to try and drop those elbows down and then press up. And these start getting really, really difficult. That feels just like a tricep extension. From here, we're going to try an Olympic push-up. So I'm going to put my hands as far out in front of me as possible, and I'm going to try and just hollow my body. Remember the basic shapes we use with our spine are that arch and hollow position. So I'm going to see if I can just get way out in front of me, nice and tight, and I'm going to see if I can just press my hands into the ground and come up. We can cheat this a little bit if you're not quite ready for it by driving up on my elbow and then pressing the rest of the way. So let's go ahead and get 3 reps in and then relax. All right, so now we're moving on into the one-arm push-up. We're gonna first just work on balance and stability. So we're gonna get into our push-up plank position. This time I'm gonna spread my feet out a little bit more than usual. And I'm gonna work on twisting in and just picking one arm up, picking the other arm up with as little movement as possible. So I don't wanna have to lean to one side as I'm holding. I wanna be able to hold that position, drawing in, everything nice and tight there. So this is one you can try on your knees. You can try with a band. We'll just kind of see how it goes. I think it's been, I think it's been probably 3 years since I've tried a one-arm push-up, so we're gonna see how this goes. I might just embarrass myself, we'll see. So we're just gonna go wide, everything stays the same. Hand can go out for balance. And we're just gonna go down and up. If I was gonna do this for the warm-up for real, instead of just doing one, I'd probably get bands out. That way my technique could be a little bit better there, and I'd get my 3 in on each arm there. All right, well, I hope you enjoyed it. Play around with different push-up positions. Just know no matter where we go, what we do is always the same. Draw the lower abs in, squeeze your butt cheeks, hold a Kegel, create rotation in the hip through the feet, ribcage down, stand tall, shoulders back, and create that rotation. Doesn't matter where we put anything else or what we're doing or how we're doing it, those core things always stay the same. Enjoy.